Well, it's Saturday morning, and it's pretty early in the morning for me. I don't usually make it out here this early in the morning, but I had to do I decided I'm going to shoot a video today anyway, so came out early and get going on that. But yeah, so it's fairly cold this morning, so I'm not even sure the skidder's going to start. Check out the temperature. So right now, temperature says -3, and at my house it was -6, and as low as -12 in Belvedere. But anyway, so I'm going to try to get this skidder started. Hopefully hopefully that skidder starts. It's sometimes it doesn't like to start all the time when it's this cold. And Rob he's probably, I'm here early. I'm usually here after him, and he's got a generator, so if it doesn't start, I'll wait for him to get here and plug the skidder in. Uh-oh, not looking good. Alright, so this is where we're at. I'm going out this lower road now, cutting a patch cut out there, so we'll be headed out there, and Rob is finishing up a little patch cut up this road, and this road will be all done, so that's good. But anyways, here's the landing. We had the truck come in twice last week. He took a load of logs to the mill and a load of firewood yesterday. And he might be back today for another load of firewood, but his truck's got to go back in to the shop on Monday, I guess, because it's still having problems. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of them Cat C15 motors, but anyway. So yeah, this is what we got. Started a pile here, and we still got all these piles left. We need to get this firewood cleaned up, and so we can start piling back up there again. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of these skidder piles anyway. The truckers don't like them either because I got to sort through them, but that was always the case back in the day. I mean, everything was pushed in a pile, and the truck come and picked out his load and sorted your piles. But nowadays they don't like it. This guy, he isn't bad, he doesn't complain, but anyway, so here's he picked the firewood out of there yesterday, and I guess he's going to finish there if he comes back today, and then move forward to picking those piles. So he picked those logs out, setting them aside so he can get a load of logs together. We're going to send some beech logs, I guess, because they're so big. I don't think people want them for firewood, but I don't know, I guess some of these don't look like logs. Like that thing right there, I don't know. I guess it'd be pallet. Who knows what it'll pay. It's pretty rough. But there's a nice one there. Hard maple. small hearted, kind of an off-center heart, so wouldn't go veneer. Plus it's too short. You got some crooked firewood left. Some nice stuff there though for processors. So I think he's going to pick up in here and sort this out and load the firewood and over here too, I guess, and then we can get a load of logs together for the mill. But yeah, so that's what's going on. I'm going to get my saws ready and let the skidder warm up and get ready to go up in the woods. right, so here we are. Well, made it down here anyway. I opened this road up yesterday. I thought it'd make for some good video. I did, you know, I've been working in that patch cut up there, but I see these big maples down here, and I figured those ought to make for some good video. There's a bunch of them down here, but it's all the way, it's, you know, it's uphill pull up out of here, so I'm not gonna get them all. Like that one down there, I'm gonna probably leave for another day. And what I plan on doing, I was down here yesterday and I cut this nasty ash tree down, and look at that thing, it's full of ants or something. It looks probably ants. And I butted it off right there anyway, because I don't need that out on the landing. Some people might block that up for firewood, but I used to do that, but that's a lot of work. But yeah, so I've lost about, I don't know, close to 6 foot of this ash. We got a log out of it. It wasn't, I don't think it's too valuable, but anyways. And I wanted to get this road open yesterday so it'd start to freeze, so I would be able to pull the hitches up out of here. Probably still gonna have to winch. I had to winch all the way up out of here yesterday from way down there. I cut a big maple down there, and then I cut the rest of the hitch on my way up through. But right here, I think I'm gonna start right here today. Gonna cut this leaning maple and probably those 3 little trees just to get them out of the way. So I need to be able to swing that corner quite a bit wider. And for sure I'm cutting this one. Won't be leaving that one down here. Look at that thing. That's a nice one. Hopefully it opens up nice, but it's a nice tree. But anyways, so I'm gonna get this one down, and yeah, it's got a little seam right there, but I don't know. And I don't know, maybe I'll cut that other one down, get it out of the way. Depends on where this thing leans. Well, it's actually leaning back out there. The top, I don't know if you can see that. The top is leaning back out towards my skidder, so either I'm gonna have to push it over or try to put it up there, which I don't know. I mean, it might go. But anyway, so I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna figure that out and start probably right here. But I have to get these cut trees or contour trees. I call them contour trees. I don't know, the forester calls them cut trees. You got to cut them and leave them. I mean, this one's okay for now on this corner, but right there in the middle we have we got that ugly one right there, and things in the way. Yesterday I had to go out around it on the high side because my hitch wasn't coming around. It wouldn't come around there. It would have broke the maple if it would, when the top caught that leaning maple right there. If I was trying to pull right through here, it would have broke the maple. So I need to get this C tree out of the way. Usually I leave them all until at the end, and then I drop them and just leave them, because that's what they want you to do with them. And I'm gonna cut that thing down. Look at the top in that thing. This beach is ugly, full of disease. I'm gonna cut it down and push it out of the way for now, because I'm also after that maple. See that big maple? I want that one too. So I'm gonna get a hitch together down here and you know, and crawl up out of here and head down to the landing, see how it goes. here's where we're at now. Got those we got those C trees down, pushed out of the way up there, and getting ready to cut this thing here. This one's really leaning. It's really leaning down there. So it's top's gonna want to pull it over. Plus we got this issue. It's all rotten in the middle probably. There's some seams on it. It's hard maple, so usually these guys hold together. There's a seam there. They hold together when you're cutting them usually. So I'm gonna try to put it, I'll try to put it straight down in there. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah. So yeah, right down next to that big maple right there is what I'm hoping. No guarantees on how that'll all go. I'm gonna probably cut the notch and stuff up here. Maybe get away from some of that rot down there. And hopefully it all goes good. Alright, so here's the big maple, first one of the day. And now if you look, you see it's got something going on down here. So I might have to butt a little bit of it. I don't think it'll go veneer because of this seam. So So we're not probably going to try to get veneer out of it. But I'm thinking that tree, if all goes well, $200 to $400 tree. That's what I think. But the top, see, I don't know if you can see it. He's up in there. It's leaning. I don't know. I want to put it out in there, and because it'll be a nice straight pull up out the road, and you know, I can pull it out in here and limb it. Of course, these are fun to limb, but I don't know. It's one of those ones. It's one of those trees where you can't really. It's hard to read the lean. I mean, I don't know. It's hard. So yeah, it's hard to read the lean. I think it may want to go down there where that one went, but I don't want it down there. I want it straight back in there. So that's where it's gonna go. If it doesn't want to go, I'm gonna shove it over with the whale's tail, and probably that one too, because I might as well get that one while I'm here. But yeah, so that's probably what I'm gonna do. But this is a big tree, and I'm gonna cut that other big one up there and a couple other small trees. That's probably all the hitches Skidder's gonna want to drag up out of here. I'm gonna have to winch my way up out of here, guaranteed. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Skidder on it. Well, it went pretty good. Ended up where I wanted it. She's rotten right there, big-hearted. No way this thing even comes close to going veneer. I'm probably gonna butt that out right now because I don't need this big, huge block on the landing. So, yeah, that didn't go too bad. I don't know. Sometimes I have a brain fart. I put it in posi, and since the posi pedal's next to my clutch pedal, I thought I had my foot on the clutch still, so I put it in reverse. Of course, it's a John Deere with a power shift, so it'll just go right in. And that's why it was pushing over the tree, kept going. I'm like, hey, I got my foot on the clutch. Then I looked down, and oh, it's on the posi pedal still. But anyways, yeah, sometimes that happens. But I'll butt this out and probably drag it up and start gnarring on the limbs. over to this big maple here. There's a, we got that. But with these two maples, and we're gonna cut that beech, and that should be plenty enough hitch. Probably more than enough. It'll be heavy. These maples are quite heavy. So this guy right here, I don't know. These things are tricky over on this job. You think they'd all lean down the bank like normal, but most of them don't. I don't think it's wind. I think the wind messes with them. But I don't know. This camera's hard to look up these trees with these cameras. I'd like to show you guys the top, but anyways, there's the top to it. Kind of see it through that beech top. Now I want to put it, I mean, I'd like to put it down below that contour tree, down there on the other side of that little beech with the red mark, but I'm not sure it wants to go there. Okay, standing here, looking up at the top, it kind of looks like it leans over in that spot where that I smashed that other seed tree down, but I don't want it over there. I guess it wouldn't really matter, but I'd rather it down there. in the middle. medium sugar maple, medium beech, and a little beech. This is about as big a hitch as I'd want to pull with this through here. Maybe if it would have been all downhill, probably could have took another one. But this is good right here, and let's get her headed down to the landing. We'll do one last look around. So I'll be up in here all week next week, cutting this patch cut probably, I don't know. Hopefully maybe I'll get it done next week, and then maybe we'll see where we go next, and maybe we'll do another video. Well, there we are. It's a close shot of the hitch in the arch. See the size of these maples? Some good ones. Well, so we're all done for the day, and it's been a pretty good day. I'll show you what we got for logs over here. Rob was up in there and he cut a nice birch, yellow birch, and some other stuff, and I cut those maples. One of them, I'll show you where I may have made a mistake. Oh, no, maybe. But yeah, so here's, Rob cut that birch right there, and there's 2 nice logs out of that. It may go veneer, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like it probably would go veneer. Maybe even the second log. Did I mention how much I love these piles? See, that's a nice birch. And then we cut these maples here. And I got a 12-footer out of that, and then a couple more, 3 more 8-footers. I got a little 8-footer out of that twisted up maple. I mean, it's not a very good one, but it'll probably make it'll probably make number 3. But yeah, so we got pretty good. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 logs out of that one big maple, with this one being a 12-footer. And then over here on the other side, this maple actually turned out being a lot nicer than I thought. See, if you look right here, this was the second one that I cut down. See the rot? Well, kind of a little bit of rot, big heart. So, and then I saw this defect right here, pretty good sized defect here. And so I was like, wow, if I want to try for veneer, I need to probably cut it up here, butt it off up there. But then the size of the heart, I said, well, if it don't straighten out, I'm losing a lot of wood. But you see the heart? I don't know, you might not be able to see it there, but the heart is small. So that could have been veneer, but it's 8 foot. It's 8 foot now, so it probably won't make veneer. And plus, well, it won't because of the end. And then right here, so you would have only got, well, you would have, instead of getting 2 logs, you would have got 1 veneer log. You would have had to butt it off right up there, and then you would have probably got a 10-footer to up in here somewhere, and then, you know, so I got 2 logs where I would have only got 1, but still, veneer's worth a lot more than saw logs. I think these are about $1,200, $1,000. I don't know. I figure each one of them trees is worth, you know, $200 to $300. So that was a fairly good hitch. And then the truck was in twice today. He came in with just the truck first and hauled a load of firewood. I don't know, homeowner firewood, I guess. Then he came back and got a load of processor wood. So he got us cleaned up a lot on that side so we can start piling over there again. And he sorted out a bunch of logs. I think that's about the 5th load. I think that's the 5th load. So, but he said his truck's going back in the shop Monday. So who knows? But yeah, so he got this haul. Well, that stuff right there we're probably gonna push out in a cut somewhere, because that stuff, nobody wants wood like that. Maybe I'll keep it, work it up in the spring. I don't know. But there's the logs he sorted out. Some aren't the greatest. Like that one there, I don't even know. Wow, we think we looked at this morning. But yeah. So it's looking like probably half a load of logs there. There's a few more up in there. And then of course there's some nice ones up here he couldn't quite reach. See right there's a nice maple and an ash. But yeah, we'll be able to start to pile in here again, which is good. Because that pile is actually getting so wide, I'm going to end up having to push it to him. And then, yeah, there's a few logs in there, mixed in there, and not too many though. I come out of that real gnarly patch cut that I had to cut before I got on the one I'm on now. But anyways, so that about does it for today. And it's been a pretty good day. You know, it warmed up. It's about 25 now, so it warmed up all day long, and the sun was out, and got some pretty good wood. So anyway, I guess I'm going to headed on home, and yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.